Hey there! If you're trying to improve your English in a fun and easy way, you're in the right place. Stories help you learn new words, grammar, and real-life expressions without boring lessons. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this exciting adventure. And don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so you never miss a new story. There was once a boy named Leo. He was 14 years old, curious, and full of energy. He had always wanted to travel the world, but he had never left his small hometown. His parents were busy people. They worked a lot and didn't have time to travel. But Leo was different. He dreamed of planes, passports, and foreign cities. Especially Rome. He didn't really know why. Maybe it was the pictures of the Colosseum in his old history book. Maybe it was the stories he heard from his uncle who once went there. Or maybe it was just a feeling in his chest, like something was calling him. One sunny afternoon, Leo was sitting in the school library. He wasn't doing homework. He was looking at pictures of Rome on the computer. The Colosseum looked huge and ancient. The kind of place where anything could happen. While he was staring at the screen, something very strange happened. The lights flickered. The air got colder. And then, without warning, the screen turned completely white. Leo reached out to touch it. Suddenly, the floor disappeared. Or maybe it just felt like that. Everything around him spun in slow circles. He couldn't see the library anymore. It was like he was floating inside a cloud. But before he could scream, before he could understand what was happening, he landed. Softly. Like a feather falling from the sky. When he opened his eyes, he was standing in the middle of a busy street. The sun was bright, the buildings were old and beautiful, and people were speaking Italian all around him. He was in Rome. Leo's heart beat faster. He looked to his right and saw a sign that said Via del Colosseo. The Colosseum was only a few streets away. He didn't ask questions. He just ran. His sneakers hit the cobblestones like drumbeats. He turned corners, dodged tourists, and finally, there it was. The Colosseum. Bigger than he had imagined. Worn by time but still powerful, like a lion taking a nap. He walked around it slowly, touching the old stones. He couldn't believe it. Was it real? Was he dreaming? He didn't care. It felt real enough. Hours passed. He explored, listened to the sound of people chatting in different languages, and watched the sky turn orange as the sun went down. He didn't have a phone. No money. No idea what time it really was. But he wasn't scared. Not yet. He found a quiet spot under a tree, right at the foot of the Colosseum. He sat down and leaned back. His eyes felt heavy. Maybe just a short nap, he thought. He fell asleep. And then the dreams began. He was inside the Colosseum. But it wasn't a ruin anymore. It was full of people. Loud, excited people. The air was hot. He was wearing something strange, not his usual jeans and t-shirt. A white tunic. Sandals. Something heavy in his hand. A wooden sword. He looked around. There were others dressed like him. A man shouted something in Latin. The gates opened. Lions? No. Not lions. Something worse. Shadows. They moved like smoke but had shape. Like creatures made of darkness. The crowd screamed. Leo raised his wooden sword. It felt real, even in the dream. He didn't run. He stood his ground. One of the shadow creatures jumped at him. He swung. The creature vanished into air. The crowd cheered. He smiled. It felt good. Then he woke up. The Colosseum was still there. But it was dark now. The streetlights glowed. His back hurt a little. He stretched and yawned. Everything was quiet. A few people passed by, laughing softly. Leo stood up. Was it really a dream? He noticed something in his hand. A piece of old, carved wood. Part of the sword from the dream? He put it in his pocket and started walking. He didn't know where he was going. But he felt like he was meant to be here. Like this was the start of something bigger. Maybe he wasn't just dreaming. Maybe the Colosseum had shown him something. He wandered the streets of Rome, amazed by every little thing. The smell of pizza in the air. The sound of fountains. The ancient stones under his feet. He didn't care that he didn't have money or a plan. He felt alive. And then it started again. Another flash of light. Another spinning feeling. And just like that, he was back in the school library. The screen was normal. The air was warm again. He looked around. Everything was the same. But he was not. He checked his pocket. The piece of carved wood was still there. Leo smiled. He didn't understand everything that happened. But he knew one thing for sure. He wanted to go back. And maybe, next time, he would be ready. Wow! You just learned a lot of English without even trying. By listening to this story, you picked up new vocabulary, sentence structures, and expressions naturally. That's the magic of learning through stories. Your brain remembers better when it's fun and exciting. And now, you have a cool story in your head that helps you speak English better. If you liked this adventure, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new story. And here's your mission. In the comments, tell us, if you could wake up in any city in the world, where would it be? And what would you do there? Can't wait to read your answers.